Come do a quick clean and reset with me. I need to vacuum up the fabric seating in my kitchen and my dining room. This always collects so much dust. I feel like I always worry about dust mites. I also need to wash all the bedding on my bed. It had gotten kind of gross just a couple of days, so I threw in the first load and got that going. Whenever the bedding is off of my bed, I try to take that opportunity to vacuum my fabric headboard, and then I also forgot to do my office chair, and it is so gross. Do you see all the stuff I got from just those few little spots? Disgusting. Also, the back of my office chair, because it's just hard to kind of clean in these little crevices. And then I want to do my bathroom. I have super tall mirrors and a lot of theirs in my house, which I love, but are also kind of hard to clean. So I use a Swiffer with a microfiber cloth, first a wet one and then a polishing one, to get the spots that I can't clean by hand without a ladder. And then I just hand clean the rest of it because it's easier by hand at the bottom areas. I like to give everything a good wipe down, do all the sinks and polishing, first with, again, a wet microfiber multi-purpose cloth, and then the polishing cloth. It just makes everything so clean and sparkly. I love it. Give everything a good wipe down. And then, yes, I climb into my bathtub to do this. To get to this ledge is so hard. Otherwise, I really can't reach. Take everything down, dust, because this is another spot that just gets kind of dusty and yucky. So I want to give everything a good wipe down. And I accidentally turned on the water here. So I emergency climbed out of the bathtub and was like, okay, the rest of this we're just doing from the outside. Then I headed into my bedroom to do more mirrors. Full-length mirror I can actually reach, but these ones above my nightstands, I cannot. So again, the Swiffer comes in handy. I don't actually use the Swiffer for what it's for. I don't have any of the pads or anything, but it's super handy with my microfiber cloths. Then, of course, the kitchen, give everything a good wipe down. Cooper's judging me, always judging me. He's like, why are you even doing this, silly human? I didn't have too much to do in my kitchen because I just cleaned it the night before, but everything in my living room really did need a good dusting, wipe down. I like this mirror tray, but it is just a magnet for fingerprints, dust, everything. So, what can you do? And then I also had to give everything a good wipe down in my office as well. And there's one spot on my printer that I swear every time I clean, there's a mark, and I cannot figure out where it is coming from. Right there. It drives me absolutely insane. I don't know what is that mark from? My couch was kind of an absolute mess. I had blankets everywhere and the pillows were all askew, so that was driving me nuts. So I wanted to put those back, and my pillows are so smushed. I tried fluffing up this one. Really, I should have taken out the inner part of it, but I was lazy. This part, it had to come out. There was no floofing it at this point. So I took out the inside and gave it a good fluff. And I also flipped it around, which is so helpful. So that really helps make it look better and feel better when you're leaning against it. But most of the time I'm too lazy to do that, if I'm being honest. Then I just finished picking up the blankets and stuff. And I do need to put away my holiday decor, but I just couldn't be bothered today. I thought maybe today, but today was not the day. And when I was fluffing, there were feathers everywhere. So I had to give that a quick vacuum. Probably after the new year, I'll put away the holiday decor. Have you guys put away your holiday decor yet? It was almost time to flip the laundry, so I want to empty the lint bin. Oh, speaking of this, if you guys saw my video about where my boyfriend didn't know to empty the lint in the dryer, I have a lint bin, which it reminds me now that we've had discussions about this. So I don't know, learn to ignorance. I'm not sure. Anywho, the next part of my laundry was finally done for my bedding. Washing bedding is an entire process. So I put the sheets back on. I was surprised that Cooper hadn't intervened yet because he usually gets involved, but have no fear. He came up and he's like, stretch, big stretch. Let me get involved. Let me get in the way. And he cannot be bothered. I'm putting on the blanket and he's still there. Then I went into the powder room to give that a good clean. And look, we're not doing the guest bedroom or the guest bathroom. Those are going to be for another day. I can't do it today. We don't have time or energy. So powder room it is, plus nobody's been in there, honestly. So maybe a little dusty, but it's not actually dirty. Then I had to give the toilet a good scrub down. Oh, and I always get questions why I'm not wearing gloves when I do toilets. And to be honest, I usually get rashes when I wear gloves, rubber gloves, anything like that. So unless it is absolutely disgusting, I usually forgo that and just wash my hands about 1,000,000 times. So anyway, my final bedding was finally done. So I put that back on, and that's all we have time for today. It will just have to do, but it feels so much better. And maybe in a day or two, I can take down the Christmas decor, but I'm still enjoying it for now. I may not have finished the guest bedroom and guest bathroom, but we're just going to pretend like that doesn't exist for now and just focus on these areas. Much better. And since we finished cleaning, at least we're pretending we did, we're going to light a candle. And now I'm going to join Cooper in relaxing.